And welcome to the Achieve Your Apex podcast. Chad Himes here, once again, bringing you the next episode as we continue to go through my best-selling book, sprinkling in some interviews and so much more as the Achieve Your Apex podcast continues. We really thank you for being here and joining us. Whether you're listening to us wherever you get podcasts, watching us on YouTube, we really hope you've subscribed. We really hope you will share these episodes with others and bring friends along on your journey. That's a whole chapter we'll get to later on. Today, we are going to dive into a new chapter. We're on to chapter 5 already, where we think, then we act. Okay. And I want to talk about thinking first because humans have so much going on in their brain at any given moment. Think about driving your car. All the things you're thinking about while you're doing that. You're thinking about your speed. You're thinking about how much pressure to put on the pedal. You're thinking about what that car in front of you is about to do so you can anticipate which pedal you should be getting ready to push. You are thinking about the direction you're going. You are anticipating the pedestrians you see, the street lights ahead, whatever is happening. You have all these things going around in your head at any given time. Now, that's just while we're driving. Imagine when we're in a conversation, we're thinking about what's being said. We're thinking about other things going on. We're thinking about what we want to respond to. We're doing a lot of thinking. And our brain is always so active, it can cause us a problem. You see, in Achieve Your Apex, we talk a lot about apex predators as well. And the thing that apex predators have is their brains do not think about all of those things. You see, they have patience. And as soon as they have purpose, they act. And that's what we want to make sure we're looking at here in chapter 5. Think, for example, about how many times you've looked up and seen an eagle or a hawk, apex predators, just circling and circling and circling. They are being patient. Or maybe you've seen them sitting on the limb of a tree, watching their prey below, waiting for just the right time. Think about the lion, the polar bear that camouflage themselves and will slowly move and sometimes for hours hunt their prey. You can think about this and you'll see it again and again and again in all of the apex predators that are out there. By the way, if you see the shark fin circling you, they're thinking. They are waiting for just the right moment, and that's all they're focused on. What happens with an apex predator once they decide to attack? They launch. There is no indecisiveness. There is no question about it. They make sure they have found what they believe is to be the right time, and they go for it. Do they always catch their prey? No, they don't. Yet they commit when they make the choice. You see, for humans, we have a little thing that gets in the way called emotion. And emotions are a huge thing that will interrupt our decision making. We don't allow patience to get in there. Or we allow patience to put us into an analysis paralysis state where we're not patient any longer. We're just overthinking it. You see, emotions take 6 seconds to be absorbed into your body. I find that statistic just amazing when I found that one. 6 seconds and emotions are absorbed into your body. That means anything you feel in 7 seconds, you're making the choice in some level to continue feeling that way. Maybe fear is the emotion and maybe the thing that has brought on fear is still there, so it's still going to continue to release the fear emotion in you. Yet overall, the initial emotion has been absorbed and you're making a choice. Think about that. And here's a really amazing thing to know about emotions. They're contagious. That's right. Has somebody ever smiled at you? What's natural for you to do? You smile back. You feel good. When somebody has fear on their face or reacts in a fearful way, what do you usually do if you're not the one jumping out and scaring them? You go into a reaction mode. You let that fear emotion take you on until you figure out what's got them so scared. This is survival. You see, humans we came up in tribes and packs, and that's how humans survived Our emotions were a way of communicating with each other. So even silently, you feel happy when you're with happy people. You feel sadder when you're with sad people, and you'll react in certain ways. And we can't let emotion be the thing that chooses how we make our choices. Patience must allow that emotion to clear for us to now be able to look at it and say, aha, now it's time to pounce. Now it's time to move. Waiting longer, I'm just going to miss my window of opportunity. So I don't want to go on my gut instinct because that's an emotional feeling that's taken over. I also don't want to just allow analysis paralysis to set in because people who achieve apexes don't wait around all day to make decisions. They wait long enough to make what they believe is the right decision. And that's what we want you to be able to understand as you're diving into this part of the book, that your choices have to be thought out so they can then be planned out as we talked about, so we can then lay out the path for success. Until our next episode, as always, keep climbing.